Oh, memories. There we are.
It's been a long journey for City Councillor Kim Kershell. After 3 terms, she reminisces about her time in civic office.
I have been really lucky in politics. Most people have been positive. There were some negatives. I mean, certainly on the airport issue, I faced a lot of opposition. And you have to get some backbone and, you know, you have to stand up for what you think is right.
That was in front of City Hall.
Kershell says being a woman in politics isn't always easy, but that never stopped her from taking the job.
I went to my husband and said, what do you think? He stepped up and he's helped me. And he's got a full-time career. So it is possible to do it.
In the race for City Council, 15 of the 73 candidates are women, making the proportion of men to women lower than it's been in more than a decade.
Women in municipal politics and looking at those numbers.
Amanda Nielsen is the chair of Equal Voice for Northern Alberta. She says with such a small ratio of female candidates, there's a possibility for an all-male council to be elected.
If there aren't women actually at the table, the city is going to have to think long and hard about what they're going to do to make sure those voices are represented and that those perspectives are heard. But our overall numbers have kind of stalled.
Nielsen says currently there's a 20% representation of women in all levels of politics.
It isn't an acceptable number, especially if you look at cities like Edmonton, where we actually have 49.5% of our population is female. And you want to see the diversity of your city reflected in City Council.
Kershell says she's shocked by the number of women running for City Council. She expected the number to be much higher.
I don't know, it is disappointing. I'm not quite sure why we don't have more female candidates stepping up. And if you don't have women in office, you know, I think that's really sad. And I think that it's reflecting and losing sight of an entire population of very talented people that we could have serving our citizens.
For Kershell, this means there's still more work to do. Sarolta Saskiw, Go Edmonton.